What's up, Scrappy peeps? It's Del from Inkie Quill, and I'm up with a real-time Project Life Process video for you today because this page was so quick and easy to do that I couldn't speed it up. So we're here real-time. I'm up today with the Citrus Twist October Pocket Life Kit, which has got lots of exclusive, gorgeous, pretty things in it. Lots of autumnal themed things because, of course, Citrus Twist is an American company, and at the moment you guys are in fall. But over here in Australia we're in spring, but it works out well because the colours are also quite pink and green, which works with our springtime, but I'm scrapbooking autumn, so I'm quite behind. 6 months behind, in fact. So this first photo is of Aaron and Archie, and I have a feeling Archie may have done a really smelly little pop-off at this point because Aaron's bottom face is quite comical. So I had to include them both in. I'm in the new house right now. I have pre-scheduled and pre-recorded all of my October videos except for this weekend. Why? Who knows? I just skipped it for some reason. So I'm quickly editing up a video and then traveling back to our old house where we still have internet connected for 3 more days to upload it and then come all the way back home because my craft room is non-existent right now and we don't have any internet, and it's killing us because you know how much I use the internet. And yep, I've already gone over 3 lots of extra gigabytes on my phone internet, which is not going to be nice at bill time. So I'm heading back to the old house, to upload this today with little Mr. Beans, if he's a good boy. He's right next to me and he's learnt a new trick. I'm just tangenting now, but quick story. Archie has learned how to blow really loud raspberries, really, really loud raspberries. And he likes to blow them at inappropriate times. So if you hear one in the background, it is not me, it is the baby, I promise. So I decided with this one, this was one of our early morning photos, and that little stamp that came in the kit had early bird, and I really, really love the ghosting effect of stamping, where you stamp it once, full ink, like saturation, and then continue stamping it down. Basically, I've said before, it's also a lazy way how to clean your stamp, which is handy. But I really like the faded look that it gives. I've got one of the tiny word stickers and I needed to cut it thinner because otherwise I'd cover the baby's face, and that's not really the goal in scrapbooking. So I'm adding now, I know, oh, hello, Mr. Archie, hello. I know there's been a huge surgence for buying these little hearts and tiny hearts and stars stickers. I am going to try and do a basics video because I get asked about these all the time and I just can't answer every comment about them. I did just search tiny heart sticker and they may not be available anymore. I'm not sure. I know a couple of people found them on was it Amazon as well, possibly. But I am going to do a basics products video that I use so that I can direct people to that if they ask what my basic supplies are, like what scissors I'm using, what cardstock I'm using, because I use the same basically every time. So this is the first time Archie met 2 of our best friends, Mark and Nina, and they came up. So Archie would have been, I think, about a week and a half old at this point. And I'm just sticking these. If I was smart, I would have printed them next to each other, but I didn't because I'm not very smart at the moment. I've still got baby brain, and trying to squeeze in scrapbooking between the baby is tricky. It is. So I print whenever I can. Archie, don't blow those raspberries. Are you blowing raspberries? He's looking very eager to blow raspberries. Watch out, peeps. So I'm just adding some of the beautiful, beautiful puffy stickers from Turn the Page, which is Paige Evans' latest collection for Pink Paisley, and they're so pretty. They're very, very pretty. I love the little flowers that she included in the puffy stickers because you do know I'm a fan of the little sprinkly little embellishments. By the way, so I think I said in the last video, we have moved house. And am planning, I've had a couple of people ask about live streams as well, if I'm going to do another scrap stream. I am planning to, but at the moment our internet may take more than a month to connect. I know, my heart just sank as well saying those words. So I can't give you any date, and I have no craft room at the moment, so it probably won't be until closer to Christmas. I've also worked out that I can do live streams just for my Patreon peeps as well. So if you're one of my patrons, you may get an extra little live stream too. So stay tuned for that, but it won't be for a little while because, oh boy, do I have a mountain of craft supplies. So currently my craft room, I might put a photo on my Instagram today, but my craft room, I'm calling it a craft island because it's a very large room. It's probably, it's big. And my head's not working at the moment for meters length. It's big and it's got an entire wall of built-in wardrobes, which is lovely. I think it used to be the old master, and then they may have extended the house backwards. Because our current master has an ensuite, a walk-in and a built-in. So I think it was, do you know, Archie? Do you know the house plans? Archie apparently knows it all. And I currently have a craft island where all the boxes are in the middle of the carpet and the furniture is around like sharks just preying on a poor load of fish in the middle of the ocean. Which is a bit of a sad analogy, but I'm really excited to get in there. You're okay. You're okay, Mr. Moo. I'm really excited to get in there and start organising all my pieces. I think I'm going to do a Patreon video about organising the craft room, and then once it's all up, I will do a YouTube craft room tour. Thank you for your feedback as well in the last video, and I will do the craft room tour in all little sections so that you get a bit more detail. And what are you doing, Mr. Mumuz? He's very fascinated with his lips today, and so he's trying to talk through his lips with his lips closed and getting frustrated because the sound's not coming out. All right, quick pause there while Daddy took Archie away so that he could hang out with Daddy for a little bit. So I just added, this one only needed a couple of those little puffy stickers, a little stamp and a little label. I subscribed to Citrus Twist kits years ago before I became a member of their design team. And the thing that I really appreciated about them is that little stamp set, because if you're like me, you have a giant collection of stamps that you just don't use, and they're big and cumbersome and I forget to reach for them all the time. But because these stamps are so small and they're words, which I find a lot easier to use than kind of the fussy sentimental words and pictures, if that makes sense. So instead of using a big flowery label that's got words already printed in it, I would just rather use the word itself on a separate label. I know that sounds like more work, but in my head it's more basic. It's breaking it down. I don't know, but it works for me, and I really like tucking these. I often have a couple of these stamp sets just tucked in a little container on my desk so that they're easy to reach for, because not every layout, requires the same words. So this one was all about like daily routine and AM, PM, day, night, that kind of thing, which may not apply for some photos, but if it's there within arm's reach and you've got a few to choose from, then you can flick through them and usually find something that suits your photo. So here I'm very slowly, this is a bit torturous for me because I only watch scrapbooking videos on YouTube of other people that are sped up. I'm a little bit impatient when it comes to watching things, and so I watch the sped up versions, and watching myself scrap in real time is a bit torturous. I'm like, Adele, hurry up, just stick it down, just go, because I'm usually used to watching myself in fast forward. So here I decided to do, this is one of my favorite things to do at the moment, is a little tissue paper ruffle. and you just put a bit of tape down and zigzag concertina fold the tissue paper over the top. I really liked this little ephemera piece that came in the exclusive ephemera pack, and it just had the number 1 on it, and I thought this was really cute because it was Archie's first proper week out about in the world, and I just thought it was the perfect little piece to include. And then I do some journaling, and I can't speed up the journaling, so we're just going to watch the journaling go. And I decided to use the design of this card to my benefit. I'm not usually an autumnal icon person. I don't know why, because I guess I'm just not a very seasonal person. I think it may be because in Australia our seasons aren't dramatically different where I am on the coastline anyway. There's a bit of difference with temperature and things, but like we don't have snow where I am. We don't have horrible weather changes, except I burn like a crisp in summertime. But there's not a huge difference in the seasons, and everything's kind of evened. The seasons are even. Whereas I'm watching all of these American vloggers at the moment, and I absolutely love watching them because they deck their houses out for the season. Now, I've never heard of that over here in Australia. Are there Aussies? Are there other people? Do you do this? Do you put fall wreaths, like autumn wreaths, on your doors and snowflake embellishments around your house? I think it's beautiful. I straight away, if you're listening, if you're watching, Shelley, I've been watching your vlogs, and every time you say it's time to redecorate the house for a season, I get all giggly and excited. But yeah, I just find it amazing that people more often in the States decorate their houses for the seasons. It's just not something that we do here. So when I saw this card, straight away I thought, oh, autumn leaves. Oh, and straight away I went literal, and I thought, I don't have a picture of autumn leaves. How am I going to use this card? But, oh, Heidi Shine, shake, 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 shake your Heidi Shine, shake your Heidi Shine. A little tangent integrated in there. But yeah, straight away I looked at it and I thought, I don't have a use for this card. How am I going to make it work? And then I realised Archie was born in autumn. So I decided to use it for this page, and I just really liked I thought this card was very delicate. So the leaves were very floaty and little and pretty, like those beautiful pinks and blues. It wasn't just the harsh red, orange, yellow that you do usually get with autumnal products. So I thought, so when you see a product that you think at first, oh God, how am I going to make that work? Look at it again and just think outside the box and not literal, because that's what I had to do with that one. Here's a photo of the Schnuggle sisters. And currently, so they're in the new house. We had a little bit of protest when we were moving. If you watch our vlog channel, Mr. and Mrs Rad, you will have experienced the protest of the bunnies before. They don't like it when furniture moves or when you put things where they don't belong. So if I'm folding up washing in the lounge room and put a washing basket in the middle of the floor, Poppet will come up and headbutt it and try and push it over. And Frida will come up and thump next to it, kind of a very angry thump, like, this doesn't belong here, Human, take it out of my sanctuary. But there was a little bit of protest before we moved, and they were all right, but we moved. It was when I started packing up my craft stuff, and there became little gaps of shelves, and shelves were moved out from walls, that the fun began. And I think we're not uploading vlogs this week because we have no internet, but they should be back, I'm hoping, in a week's time. But there are some of the moving vlogs that show the bunnies' feelings towards the move. But here they are back in autumn when they didn't even know we were moving. They're currently in the laundry at the moment, just to get them familiar with the smells and the new house before we let them run wild in the living area. So this is the final page. Now, because this is real time, it only took me 15 minutes. Now, usually my videos are only 10 minutes, but I had a lot of feedback in the last one that you'd prefer them 15. So let me know if you like the 15-minute ones better. I'll I'll do whatever you want between 10 and 15. Do you want 10, between 10 and 15, or 15? Let me know. But thanks so much for watching today, guys, and I will be back on Wednesday with another video. I've already pre-scheduled it, and I'll see you then. Bye!